When Sibusiso opened the old wooden chest, a single photo slipped out, aged and faded by time. It showed his mother, young and smiling, cradling a baby in her arms. Beside her stood his older brother, Frank. Sibusiso froze, a strange feeling creeping up his spine. He glanced at Frank, who was leaning against the wall, looking as if he had already known what Sibusiso was about to discover. "Frank, what's this?" Sibusiso asked, his voice barely a whisper. Frank didn't answer. Instead, his gaze held an emotion Sibusiso had never seen before. Sadness mixed with something deeper, a truth long hidden, finally surfacing. Growing up, Sibusiso and Frank had been like any brothers in the village of KwaNdlovu. Frank, older by 20 years, was the wise one, the guide. He taught Sibusiso everything: how to fish, how to herd cattle, even how to fight when necessary. Sibusiso admired him, respected him like a father. And in a way, Frank was the only father Sibusiso had ever known, as their mother had raised them both alone, saying their father had passed on when Sibusiso was just a baby. But the village elders would sometimes watch the two men with strange eyes, muttering things like umkhaya ongafani, family that doesn't quite match. And though Sibusiso had always brushed off these words, his heart grew restless, feeling as if something lay hidden beneath the surface. It was the night of the storm when everything changed. Thunder roared across the sky, lightning crackling like fire. Frank was acting strangely, pacing the small room they shared, his face troubled. Finally, he turned to Sibusiso, his voice breaking the silence. "There's something you should know. Something Mama never told you." Sibusiso's heart pounded, his curiosity mixed with fear. Frank sat him down and began to speak, his voice low, filled with pain and regret. He told Sibusiso about the past, about how he loved someone forbidden, a woman from another village, someone he could not marry. But when their love brought a child, Frank's own mother had to step in, covering the scandal, raising the child as her own son to protect Frank's honor and avoid bringing shame to the family. As the story unfolded, Sibusiso felt his world unraveling. He wasn't Frank's younger brother. He was his son. A son raised in silence, shielded by a lie to keep the family's dignity intact. "I wanted to tell you so many times, Sibu," Frank said, his voice thick with emotion. "But I was too afraid of what you would think, of the shame it would bring." Sibusiso stared at him, the man he loved like a brother, respected like a father. Now, he was both. The truth felt like a wound, raw and unhealed, leaving a hollow space where the warmth of family was. The village elders watched them differently after that night, their knowing glances heavy with the secrets they had suspected for years. And though Frank and Sibusiso remained close, a silence grew between them, a silence that held every unspoken word, every missed moment of a father watching his son grow. In the quiet corners of KwaNdlovu, they became a tale of hidden truths, a whispered story of a family bound by love but torn by secrets. They were no longer just umfowethu, brothers, but a father and son, forever haunted by the lives they could have lived had the truth come out sooner.